It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Thank you very much for choosing to wake up with us this morning. Now, having brought together artists like Heinz Winkler, Don Vino and Loyiso Bala in the past, the Jesus Collective shines in providing a platform for established and up-and-coming musicians to touch people's spirits through praise and worship. Now, this Saturday from 6 p.m, you will be treated again to the Jesus Collective as they perform their showcase Os Ga Saamtrek, a free event that will live stream gospel music and ministry, and we're joined in studio by founder Hilton Petersen and the inimitable Loyiso Bala as they share, of course, more with us. Gents, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, we've got to start here. The Jesus Collective. What a name. Where did it all start? What is it about? What happens there?
Yes. So we're an evangelistic ministry. So I'm from a small town called Aston, and we started off in 2013 together, and we've just been going out to a pastor friend of mine, Acre Ministries, and just partnering up with them, bringing these artists to a small town, rural area like where I'm from. And and so we've been doing since 2013, 2014, 2015. And then in 2016, I had this terrible event that happened in my life. I lost my dear mom. And for 6 months, 7 months, I was just in a secretive loneliness and depression states. And and through me one day, for this 1 week where we just had an outreach again where I didn't want to take part of, but still invited the friends like a Mahalia and a Jonathan Rubain and Loyiso Bala. And the Sunday, obviously, was where everyone was on one stage. And we sat like now next to one another, and he said, collective. It looks like a collective worship. And I said, yeah, if you put Jesus in the center of it, yes. And so that's why it's called the Jesus Collective, where Jesus is the center of everything, you know. I understand that they stars, obviously, but for me, at the end of the day, it's about the hope for the people where there's no hope, and the faith where there's faithlessness. So that's basically how it started, and we've been going strong ever since.
I absolutely love it. I mean, Loyiso, of course, you're a friend of the show. I mean, we love having you here.
It's good to finally actually be here, sitting next to you.
I know.
Although, you know, in distance.
I mean, look, at least I can still smell you. How's that?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good, isn't it, you know? Yeah.
But you're sharing the platform now, the Jesus Collective. Of course, you guys have come together because you've got a shared purpose and a shared sort of anchoring. Yes. How does it feel for you to be sharing your talent with such talented people of the collective?
You know what? So when you do something on your own, you can do a lot, you know, just you by yourself. But when you put somebody else in it, it's not an addition, it's usually a multiplication.
Yes.
And the wonderful thing about really just, we don't just sing together, but we really just kind of do life together. We have the same interests, all of us want to go out there. We don't want our music to just entertain people. Well, in any case, you know, there's still not going to be much entertainment, you know, from now for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But it's to make sure that what we do really goes out there, touches people's lives, and makes a difference in their lives for an eternity. And as I believe that, like, as God has added to the Jesus Collective, you know, we have all come together for that, you know, like for that purpose. And that's why we just always just looking forward to being together, although only just a few now, you know, in a room, so that we can do what we really did music for, which was never necessarily to build a career, but to use our talents in order to make a difference in people's lives.
And to really lift spirits, which you are able to do even in these tough times for everyone.
I think more now than ever before, there's a need, you know, for the Jesus Collective.
And so here you are, Hilton. You know, you put in together this absolutely incredible event.
Yes.
Os Ga Saamtrek.
Well done. Well done, dude. Well done.
Which is fantastic. It's really my new favorite phrase that I'm going to use randomly in any conversation. But what is it about, and how did you name it that? Tell us about the event as well.
So obviously, Os Ga Saamtrek is a thing where growing up I lived in, like I said, in this place, Aston, and we lived in a little sec for 18 years. And my mum every morning 4 o'clock would go out and pray for a house that I never saw in 18 years. And so at the end of the day, you know, I just saw the faith that this woman had in asking God. As we were talking about it, the anxiety that you just prayer, supplication, and then thanksgiving, and that's what she basically did. And so and so this one particular particular conference time, which is the Saamtrek in their church, is where she went out and I was the king of blacklisting. So I could not buy a car, could not afford a car, because I was the king of blacklisting. That's
A
what it is.
whole king.
A whole king. And so I can remember this day, my friend who was also in their church came with this Mazda Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. And he came for, and Brother Reiters came to pick her up. And the one thing that she did was, she opened the door and she says, "Jou ma gaan jou kar losdans by die Saamtrek." And she was just saying that she's going to praise this car for me into my hands. And I could not believe it, because the owner and the dealer principal said there's no way that I can get this GTI that I wanted. And so my mom says, when I come back from this Saamtrek, the things that you wanted will be yours, and the things that you are hoping for will be yours in any event. So she went the Monday, the Tuesday, the Thursday, I got the vehicle.
What a story.
So I know that once you do the Saamtrek, and I mean, like you said, now we're in unprecedented time, uncertainty. And so we just believe from the 26th, whatever was a saak, whatever was a matter in your life, should not be a matter after the 26th. And that's basically what we believe in.
But that is inspiring, you see, and that is the foundation on which this Os Ga Saamtrek initiative is based, right? And Loyiso, people have the opportunity to experience all of this. They have an opportunity to win tickets. What do they have to do?
So I think first of all, everybody will be able to watch. This is not a closed event at all. We're not exclusive. We're inclusive. That's what the Jesus Collective is about.
Inclusive.
Exclusively inclusive. That's right. So everybody can catch the Os Ga Saamtrek, can go to Saamtrek. You know, Saamtrek will be on the Jesus Collective Facebook page. And also on YouTube pages as well. Make sure that you tune in from about 5:30. We're going to start at 6 o'clock. So even if, you know, viewers right now can go to the Jesus Collective Facebook page and go on there and attend the event, like our page, and then at least it will remind you. But otherwise, just go on there and just let us know, what does worship mean to you? We just want to know, you know. And then from there, we'll obviously choose just people. If you are going to be in Cape Town, well, even if you want to just fly through, because you can fly now, you can also come and join us. And you know what? And this is for everybody. We believe that come as you are, but you know that you're going to leave the same. So it doesn't matter what your faith is, what it is that you believe in.
There's also an opportunity, obviously, for people to actually purchase tickets, because that's what we want them to be able to do if they want to.
But actually, we're not going to be selling. You know, we're not going to be selling tickets. And that is the one thing. And that is the one thing that is different about Jesus Collective, is that for all the years that we've gone all around the country, even up to Africa, our events are free.
Glory. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us
so
this morning. The work that you do is absolutely fantastic. And yes, the talent, when you guys hit that stage, it's so fired up. And I can't wait for everybody to experience that. Of course, that's happening from 5:30. You need to go onto their page. But the show will start at 6 o'clock. Now, we're going to be treating you to 2 amazing spiritual performances. I mean, I've listened to the sound. What's it called? The sound check, when they do the sound check by the Jesus Collective for our Gospel Mondays, as a taster of what you can expect from them when you do tune in this weekend. So keep it locked right here to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Of course, you can also stream the event live from 6 p.m. like I said. That's happening this Saturday, the 26th of September, on the Jesus Collective YouTube page. It's free. It's absolutely free. You heard it from the man himself. Remember, you can also win 1 of 5 tickets to the event simply by commenting on the Os Ga Saamtrek event poster posted to Instagram or Facebook with what worship means to you. And we know that worship means something to all of us, and we want you to use that hashtag #EkTrekSaam. Good luck, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.